Right now at 5, video of a large barn fight in Iowa County is going viral. We'll take a look at the video and what the sheriff's office is saying about it. And a Madison priest arrested for child sex crimes. The new allegations now against him. Plus, game day drawing closer for the green and gold. Just how much can we expect to see recently acquired superstar Micah Parsons? You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Thanks for joining us. I'm Eric Franke. Susan Simon is off this week. And first at 5, a barn fight caught on camera in Iowa County. Video of this brawl is going viral after the incident that took place back on August 17th. And now the victim's attorney is speaking out. Our Tanisha Shaw has more. And we do want to warn you, this video may be hard to watch.
Attorney B. Ivory Lamar is asking for charges for the people seen attacking a 14-year-old in the town of Pulaski.
My main purpose is to ensure that there is accountability for what took place back on August 17th. What the world has now saw was a video depicting a very brutal beatdown of a 14-year-old African-American.
This video takes place at what Iowa County Sheriff's Department is calling a, quote, large gathering with underage drinking. In the video, you can see a group of what looks like white males picking up a 14-year-old African-American boy and throwing him to the ground. Lamar said the group also called the victim racial slurs. Since we do not know the ages of everyone involved and charges have not been filed, we are not naming anyone or clearly showing their faces.
It's now been over 2 weeks, and we have not seen charges referred to the district attorney's office, so we want to ensure that that is done and that justice is brought expeditiously.
I'll have more from the attorney tonight at 6. Reporting in the newsroom, Tanisha Shaw, News 3 Now.
Tanisha, thank you. And attorneys also said activists from Wisconsin are planning to meet with the victim's family soon. Well, we now know the name of the man who died after jumping into Lake Mendota earlier in the week. The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office identifying the man as Omar Brito. Brito was reported missing Monday night after jumping from a boat without a life jacket near Warner Park Beach. His body was recovered the next day. Brito's death remains under investigation by the Dane County Sheriff's Office. A woman and 2 teens are injured after a crash in Dodge County this morning, a little before 7. Sheriff's deputies were called to a 2-vehicle crash along State Highway 1660 at County Highway KW. That's near the village of Lowell. An investigation found that the driver of a Chevy failed to yield at a stop sign and hit a Toyota. The driver of that Toyota taken to Marshfield Medical Center in Beaver Dam. The driver of the Chevy, a 17-year-old girl, was taken to UW Children's Hospital. Her passenger, a 16-year-old boy, was taken to the same hospital by Flight for Life. All injuries are considered non-life threatening. The crash remains under investigation. Well, rain is expected for parts of the area tonight. Alex, who's going to see these showers? How quickly will this move through?
It's going to come through pretty quick, and even out here on the patio, out ahead of these showers that are eventually going to approach the area, it was sunny, and now I'm right underneath the cloud. And let's take a look at our storm tracker right now. Those showers are still a good 150 miles to the northwest up towards Rochester and up towards Minneapolis, but they are racing quickly towards the south and towards the east. Look at by the time we get towards 7, 8 o'clock, it's already in our area. Then as we approach 9, 10 o'clock, look at that band of showers, maybe even a rumble or 2 of thunder, making it all the way to Madison by the time we get to 11 o'clock. But it's a quick moving line of showers and maybe a clap or 2 of thunder. It's going to be out of here by the early morning hours on Friday. And then the showers are going to precede cold air, cool temperatures. They're going to last all the way into the weekend. Your latest weekend forecast of the temperatures for the Badgers game and the Packers game coming up.
Alex, thank you. Early economic data for August is not painting the best picture of the economy. New metrics released today showed private sector businesses sharply reined in hiring last month. ADP's report shows they added only about half the number of jobs as they did in July. The Labor Department reports first-time claims for unemployment benefits also rose to an 11-week high, and last month was the worst August for layoff announcements since the Great Recession back in the late 2000s. And electricity prices are surging more than twice as fast as the rate of inflation. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, prices have climbed 5.5% over the past year. Now, one reason is the power needed for massive data centers that are fueling artificial intelligence, while research shows that about 1 in 6 households are behind on their energy bills. Collectively, that's about $24 billion in outstanding utility debt. An app looking to fight food waste is just launched in Madison. It's called Too Good to Go. The app connects consumers with unsold food from local businesses like grocery, retail, bakery, or convenience stores, allowing businesses to recover revenue and also to let consumers enjoy food at a lower cost while allowing everyone to make a positive impact on the planet.
We saw that Madison is consistently ranked among the most sustainable and eco-friendly cities in the U.S., and there's strong community support for reducing waste and strengthening local food systems. So it's a perfect fit for an app like Too Good To Go.
Too Good To Go operates across 19 countries, and since its launch back in 2016, it has helped to save over 500 million meals from going to waste. Well, it is the multi-million-dollar question in Green Bay these days. Will Micah Parsons suit up and play this weekend for Green Bay? News 3 Now senior Packers writer Jason Wilde has more on how the defensive end is feeling ahead of the Packers' regular season opener.
Micah Parsons is a great football player. I'm not sure he's a great liar, or at least a great actor, because as he tried during his time for about 15 minutes with us reporters outside the Packers locker room today to maintain that it's not a certain thing that he's going to play in Sunday's game against the Detroit Lions here at Lambeau Field and here on Channel 3, he wasn't very convincing. He talked about how much he can't wait to see how the Packers coaches unleash him. They're not going to unleash him by having him stand on the sideline. That's for sure. The real question here, though, is how good is his back going to feel? Because there are some issues there with tightness and some discomfort in a joint. How much work will he get in the final practice on Friday leading into the game? He was limited today. He was limited on Wednesday. And most importantly, how many snaps do the coaches believe he can play? That is undecided at this point. But while they're maintaining that it's undecided if he's going to play or not, I think it's a pretty safe guess that he is going to play. And when he does, we will have full coverage of it at channel3000.com for free. And while you're there, don't forget, sign up for our newsletter, which delivers our Packers coverage to you and your inbox every single day. Jason Wilde in Green Bay at Lambeau Field. Back to you in the studio.
And Cheeseheads at Lambeau Field will have the chance to enjoy some new food creations at the concession stands up there. Plenty of picture-worthy menu items like brat egg rolls, summer sausage grilled cheese sandwiches, and barbecued pulled pork on Hawaiian rolls. The general manager of Delaware North at Lambeau Field says most of the feedback has been positive, especially on changes made to grab-and-go offerings.
Get back before halftime's over, and if they have to run up and get a Coke or a beer or a brat real quick, they can do that under minutes, where it used to be much longer.
Well, but for many fans, cost is top of mind, and this year a 16-ounce domestic beer will be $10.99. That's a 20-cent increase from last season. A regular hot dog will cost you $7.49. That is a 50-cent jump. By the way, you can watch the game for free. Save money on concessions by watching right here on Channel 3. The Packers and defending NFC North champion Detroit collide at Lambeau Field. The network's pregame show, the NFL on CBS, will be live from Green Bay on Sunday, and kickoff of the game set for 3:25. New allegations tonight concerning the Madison priest charged with trying to meet a fictional 14-year-old girl for sex. And now a woman has come forward claiming she was sexually assaulted by that same priest in Chicago. Armand Rahman has more on that. And Armand, I understand this is different from what the Diocese of Madison has been saying. Is that correct?
That is correct, Eric. I did reach out to the diocese for comment on today's accusations against Father Andrew Showers and have not yet heard back, but the diocese has said it is not aware of any other sexual misconduct allegations against Showers besides an incident in 2021 which was not prosecuted and the recent crime that he's been charged with. And we do warn you, the details of some of these allegations may be graphic for some viewers.
I'm determined to reclaim my voice and my power.
Patricia Moriarty says she's reclaiming that power from an experience
that left me feeling powerless.
An encounter she claims she had with Madison priest Andrew Showers at a bar in Chicago in January of 2024 when she was 23 years old.
I was in a public establishment and he groped me under my clothes and was very aggressive with his sexual language towards me.
Moriarty and her father say they went to the Diocese of Madison and reported these allegations and requested to speak with Bishop Donald Hine.
Guess what? Bishop Hine failed to call him back. He gave them forms to fill out, but he refused to make direct contact with Patricia's father so that he could make this report.
Now, a year and a half later, Showers is facing charges of trying to use a computer to facilitate a sex crime, child enticement, and child sexual assault after he was caught in an undercover online Clintonville police operation trying to meet a girl he knew was 14 years old for sex.
In some ways, Wisconsin's the safest place for predator priests. in the United States.
Advocacy groups Nate's Mission and Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests, or SNAP, say all too often clergymen get away with crimes like this.
What other reports were there? How many priests are currently ministering in the Diocese of Madison who have had allegations against them? These are all questions that are unanswered, that pose a danger and issues with public safety, and that's why we need Attorney General call to act.
Showers appears in court at the end of September. Moriarty says she hopes her revisiting the traumatic event can empower others.
Nothing's worse than doubting yourself. That's some days, your worst enemy. So be kind to yourself, believe in yourself, and just speak out, because there are others that need to hear it.
Now, Moriarty and her father say they have filed a police report with the Chicago Police Department after that alleged incident occurred. I've requested that document from CPD, and I've been trying to get in touch with the diocese all day. As soon as they respond, I'll bring you that information. Now, the Wisconsin Department of Justice has sent me a statement regarding this incident back in January of 2024. I'll have more on that tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
All right, we look forward to that. Armand, thank you. Still to come at 5, firefighters work to bring wildfires under control out west. And Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. appears before Congress. The grilling he received from both sides of the aisle on Capitol Hill. And could Taylor Swift headline the Super Bowl halftime show? The growing rumor as Travis Kelce speaks out about his recent engagement to the pop superstar. And strong gains in Thursday trading on Wall Street. The Dow jumps 350 points. The Nasdaq gains 210. S&P 500 up 54. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. appeared on Capitol Hill as senators on both sides of the aisle grilled him over the Trump administration's vaccine policies. Torian Small has more details.
Mr. Secretary, what do you say to the Americans concerned about your vaccine policies?
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. faced tough questions about his health policies even before his testimony on Capitol Hill.
This hearing will come to order.
With the hearing underway, Democrat Michael Bennet of Colorado voiced concerns about childhood vaccination recommendations set to be released in 2 weeks.
I'm asking the questions for Mr. Kennedy on behalf of parents and schools and teachers all over the United States of America who deserve so much better than your leadership. That's what this conversation is about, Mr. Chairman.
Senator, they deserve the truth, and that's what we're going to give them for the first time in the history of that agency.
Some Republican senators also expressed concern about Kennedy's leadership on vaccinations.
Those folks are going to see this thing and say, vaccines are bad. I'm not going to vaccinate my kids.
Several Democrats at the hearing told Kennedy he should either resign immediately or President Trump should fire him. But their Republican colleagues did not go that far.
I have confidence in everybody I voted for, and I voted for.
Others may have conveyed something with their silence.
I support vaccines.
Do you still have confidence in him, Senator? His ability to lead HHS?
After the hearing, Vice President J.D. Vance rallied behind Kennedy, saying Democrats are full of it. Torian Small, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Firefighters are making progress on several wildfires in Central California. 22 separate blazes comprise the TCU September Lightning Complex. That's southeast of Sacramento. CAL FIRE reports it's burned about 14,000 acres, including multiple homes in Chinese Camp. That's a historic gold rush town. One resident and her family grabbed some valuables and hit the road to get their farm animals to safety.
Dropped off the truck and the horses to a different ranch and picked up a tractor and went back and saved 2 more homes.
Officials say many of these fires were fueled by dry vegetation, low humidity, and strong winds. Winds across southern Wisconsin will pick up a bit tonight while a cool weekend is ahead. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington has a glimpse of our full forecast.
Yes, let's start off with the 3 things you need to get out of this entire forecast with those gusty winds tonight. Scattered showers, those gusty winds lasting into Friday and then eventually diminishing as we get a little bit later into Friday going into the weekend. But it's going to stay cool, as Eric was just mentioning. Wait till I show you the numbers. Right now, Storm Tracker showing that the rain is out towards Minneapolis along I-90, I-94, off towards the north and towards the west. So eventually be working its way towards the south and towards the east. Now, as we fast forward here to 9, 10 o'clock, showers, maybe a clap or two of thunder in southwest Wisconsin, Boscobel, Viroqua, Richland Center, Baraboo, Camp Douglas, Adams, seeing some rain, and again, maybe a clap or two of thunder. As that line moves through southern Wisconsin, it weakens some, and we're not expecting any severe weather or anything like that with this area of showers and a couple of claps of thunder. But take note here on the southern edge of this area of rain and a couple of claps of thunder becomes a little bit less widespread. As we move into the early morning hours, it's already out of here. So between approximately 9 o'clock and 2 a.m., this area of showers is in and out of southern Wisconsin, but not the winds. And because of the speed of this weather system, not expecting heavy rainfall amounts, maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch if you're lucky. And the better chances, as I was mentioning, even as last night, a quarter of an inch perhaps up towards central Wisconsin. If you have any travel up towards Green Bay, up towards the Wausau area tonight, they're going to get a little bit more in the way of water. The winds are going to be really gusty as we go into Friday morning, gusting at times over 30 miles per hour, maybe up to 35 mile per hour wind gusts. As we approach the end of the day, those wind gusts, they come down just a little bit. They're in the 20 to 25 mile per hour range. But if you're planning for school tomorrow, you're probably going to want to have that jacket. You might want to have that hood as well because of the gusty winds. As we get into the early morning hours of Saturday and go further into the weekend, those wind gusts will continue to ease up as that weather system moves off towards the east. Planning our night tonight, a little bit more on the mild side tonight. After lows in the upper 30s to near 40, we're going to see lows tonight right around 50 degrees, and that's just a couple degrees shy of normal. So a bit more on the mild side with those few showers between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. But Friday is going to be a very fall-like day across southern Wisconsin. 59 in Baraboo, 59 in Madison, 60 in Janesville. Areas towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border, a little bit warmer because you're going to see that weather system not quite get as far south as areas towards the north, up towards central and northern Wisconsin. That's where the cooler temperatures are going to be on Friday. Following that, Saturday, 63, Sunday, 64. Then we start to approach near 70 by Monday and Tuesday, and then mid-70s as we go out into next week. Small chances for rain on Wednesday, and then again very late in the 10-day period. And those lows will come back up as well into the 50s to near 60. That's where we should be for this time of year. Okay, we got the Badger game coming up this weekend. Kickoff temperature right around 63 degrees. After the wind, temperatures around 60. Maybe you just want to have a light red jacket for the Badger game. And then, of course, we have the Packers game up at Lambeau Field. Temperatures very similar on Sunday as they take on the Lions with temperatures in the 60s. Winds will be light. So this will be very classic fall-like football weather for the Badger game and for the Packers game this upcoming weekend. Eric?
All right, Alex, thank you. And ahead at 5, Travis Kelce, he opens up a bit about his engagement to Taylor Swift as rumors abound that the pop star will headline the Super Bowl halftime show. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. Travis Kelce says he is, quote, giddy after getting engaged to Taylor Swift last month. We're hearing about it from him for the first time, and speculation is rising that the pop superstar will perform at the Super Bowl. Jolene Kent reports.
It's been really fun telling everybody who I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with.
Just weeks after dropping to one knee for Grammy Award winner Taylor Swift, Kansas City tight end Travis Kelce is still living out his wildest dreams.
It's been so much fun hearing from everybody, seeing the internet go crazy.
Kelce told his brother Jason on their New Heights podcast, released on Wednesday, that the word fiancé hits different now, like when he and Swift watched his alma mater's football game just days after announcing the proposal.
And I felt that at the game, actually. It was my first time introducing Taylor as my fiance to a few of my teammates.
There we go.
So, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Don't you get giddy saying it?
I did. Yeah, I still get giddy.
I love it.
It's exciting times.
The entertainer and athlete have dominated the spotlight since they began dating 2 years ago. Kelce is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. But after selling out stadiums on her record-breaking tour...
Welcome to the Eras Tour!
Fans think this season may be Swift's year to shine at the big game as a halftime performer, a possibility that NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell did not rule out on Wednesday.
We would always love to have Taylor play. She is a special talent, and obviously she would be welcome at any time.
Jolene Kent, CBS News, Los Angeles.
For now, the Super Bowl halftime show is a blank space with no performer announced yet. Last year, Swift brought in an estimated $1 billion in publicity and revenue to the NFL, and this marks Kelsey's 13th NFL season. That is Taylor Swift's lucky number. Alex is back. A final check of the weather when we return.
In her first interview, Justice Amy Coney Barrett speaks to Norah O'Donnell about the decision to overturn Roe versus Wade.
And in a country where a third of American adults have at least one tattoo, is there still a stink over the ink? That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have continuing coverage after a fight at a barn in Iowa County going viral on social media. That story and much more. Join us in a half hour on News 3 Now at 6. Finally tonight, a New Jersey man busts a move to protest a local property tax increase. Will Philly is this man's name, voicing his displeasure by breakdancing. I think that was breakdancing at the Cranford Town Council meeting on Tuesday after eating up some time with how he spent his Labor Day weekend. Now that is breakdancing.
There you go.
Philly performed that little spin move before asking council members for an explanation. After saying his piece, Philly picked up where he left off. He would eventually moonwalk away from the podium. He's trying to get the crowd engaged here, but I don't think they're doing it. Philly's floor show, not a one-time thing. Town hall members say they're very familiar with his antics. One town official thanked Philly for his, quote, interpretive dance. I'm waiting for the moonwalk, but I think we're just going to keep seeing that little spin move there.
Yep, no, good.
He's
good
living
for
in
them.
the 80s, breaking too.
Whatever it takes.
Electric Boogaloo. That was a great movie. Alex is back. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah. Not too bad of a forecast. Showers overnight tonight. So it's not showers during the daytime that we're really going to have to dodge. These showers will come through very quickly, just light amounts, maybe a tenth to maybe a quarter of an inch, and then they're out of here by the early morning hours of Friday. But you're going to want to bundle up on Friday at 59, then we'll slowly climb our way out of the fall-like weather back to the weather you like, Eric.
A little bit more summer. I'd like it to be around a little longer.
Some warmer stuff's on the way back.
All right, Alex, thank you. CBS Evening News is next. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. You can always find us streaming 24/7 at Channel 3000+.